All right, what is up, guys? Know it's been a minute since we've made a video. I apologize about that. We've been super busy. Started a company, a lot of stuff in the background. We've just been super packed, but it's allowed us to free up some time to hopefully start making a few more videos. Just to dive straight into it, by the title of this video, you can see I bought something kind of special to me, just as like a milestone, I guess. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you, and then we'll kind of dive into it. So this is my new to me 2008 Audi R8 4.2. So I'm about to pull it out of the garage, just so we can see it better. But it's pretty cool. It is bone stock, big old brakes, bone stock. Stock wheel, stock tires, exhaust, everything. V8 has got the 4.2. It's got the little spoiler that kicks up in the back, which, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of slow, but we're going to get into all that. It is the R-tronic. It's auto. Make sure we don't hit that. It's auto. Very base spec, very entry-level spec. But let's get a cold start and pull it out the garage. All right, got it pulled out of the garage, letting it warm up just a bit. This hill doesn't make it super easy. I don't think the camera's gonna pick that up very well. But couple details. It is a 2008 4.2, so it's the V8 with the auto. Like I said, very base spec, very entry level spec, which kind of comes to the reason I bought it, which we'll get into in a second. But it's bone stock, it's fun to drive, it's all-wheel drive, it's quick, it's definitely not fast. So we'll make a video on that here soon, because I don't think I've explained that either. John also has some videos to make. But I mean, it's a cool car. Definitely a cool ownership experience driving it. Gets a lot of attention, especially where we live. Not a whole lot of exotics or supercars or really anything down here. So to see one's definitely cool. It's getting kind of warm now, so you can kind of hear the exhaust. It's not very loud at all. Super clean engine bay. Only has 57,000 miles on it, so it's very low miles for the year. I know for these kind of cars it's a little high, but before I bought it I had a pre-purchase inspection done, make sure everything was good, and everything came back flawless on it. It's got new brake rotors on the front, new pads, and pads front and rear. You can see how new these are. But very clean car. Kind of see one of my buddies who owns Lucid did a quick buff and wash on it just to make it shine a little bit more. And it's a 2008. It's almost 20 years old, so there's some small stuff you can kind of see in the headlights. It's not perfect. The wheels are very nice though. They're actually brand new. The last owner put them on, and they only have like a couple hundred miles on them. It's kind of got this paint match, got some brake dust on it, but the insides are paint matched to the car, and the faces are still silver, so just a little different. Its tail lights is the only thing that's really done. There's a couple small little scratches on it, but otherwise it's a super clean car. I think it's getting warm enough. Let's go ahead and hop in and take it to get some food. All right, so we're in the R8. I'm gonna get some food. It is 4 o'clock and I haven't had lunch. And if you know me, I like my lunch and food in general. But just to give a little feedback on the car and why I bought it, I've definitely been wanting an exotic car, supercar, whatever you want to call it, for a while. It was more just timing and finding the right deal. Well, Marketplace is like my newspaper. I have to check it every single day, you know, see what's going on. Well, this car actually popped up on Marketplace for a really good deal. Looking at these, I definitely wanted the V10, but those are quite a bit more expensive than the 4.2. So we're just waiting on the right one, and then this one popped up. And it's definitely a cool experience, but I definitely still want the V10. I wouldn't mind a gated also. I know that adds a lot of money to the price, but that is obviously dream car. Now if I got a gated V10, I would probably keep it forever. These cars to me are just absolutely timeless. They look great. I mean, a lot of people, like, this is an 08, and a lot of people who see it think it's like a 2015, 16, 17, something like that. So it just looks really good for the year. That being said, I bought the car to sell it. I wanted to get ownership experience with some kind of car like this, just to make sure, like, obviously this is what I wanted. Something like this definitely is, but I definitely want the V10 if I was to go with another R8. Ideally, I don't know. I really want a McLaren. That's where my mind's been at for years. But here recently, as I've gotten older, I've really liked the Ferraris. The ones I would want carry a much higher price tag. So that would require a little more saving and waiting and, you know, figuring out budget and things like that. But I did buy this car to sell it. I got such a good deal on it. It would be dumb for me to keep it if I don't just absolutely want it, which I have done. I've had it a few weeks, and I've enjoyed it. It's fun, but it's time to sell it. I do have it listed. I was going to leave it listed for a little while if there's not a whole lot of interest or I can't sell it private party. I already have offers from dealers for well over what I paid, which I'd probably just let it go to a dealer. That way, you know, I can make my cut and they can make theirs. It's a great car. I don't want to disclose what I bought it at right now. I'm going to wait till after it sells, and I'll probably make a video on it. I still have another car you saw in the garage, the C7. A video is going to come on that soon because I'm a bit of an idiot with that car, and you know, I'll explain why in that video. But it's just, I'll explain why in that video, and maybe some of you will understand. All right, bag secured. I'm gonna head back home. It's a short drive. It's such an odd ownership experience though, because like just right there walking out Chipotle, one guy asked what kind of car it was, and I told him an Audi R8. And you know, any of your bigger cities, pretty much everybody knows what an Audi R8 is. But around here, like I said, you just don't see cars like this super often. I know it's not some crazy expensive car, but it's just, you know, it's more of an exotic car that you just don't see a lot. I might have seen one or two others in Mobile over the course of 2 to 5 years. It's just rare, you know. And that's another thing, is like what determines, you know, if this is a supercar or what. Maybe a better term is an exotic. I know most people consider the V10s to be supercars. V8, it's a toss-up. I mean, it's relatively cheap. It's not super impressive performance-wise, but in their time, this was considered a supercar. So, I mean, maybe I should start calling it an exotic. I don't really know. You guys let me know. But I might keep calling it a supercar. I mean, I don't know anybody else with one, so it just, I don't know. I'm trying to let it warm up a little bit more, get the oil temp where it needs to be, so I can do a little pull for you, show you just how slow it is. It's peppy. It doesn't spin. The all-wheel drive makes it feel really good. I think it'd be a good run for maybe like a stock Mustang, like a 5.0, stock Camaro, Challenger, Charger, something like that. You know, not super fast, but it's not really meant to be. Now, handling through a corner, it's amazing. I've never really got to push a mid-engine car through corners, so it's definitely a different experience. Plus, with the all-wheel drive, it just helps a lot. So that's completely different. I don't know if I've ever been able to push a car that handles this well, this hard. That being said, it's a 2008. Like, looking at the infotainment, no Bluetooth. No, it does have navigation, but it needs like a CD or something. I gotta figure out how to get the temperature to Fahrenheit. I just hadn't looked it up yet. Yeah, no, I need gas. I just, not a good gas station in between my house and Chipotle. And I really don't drive the car. I still have my work car, and I have the C7, and we have my wife's Cayenne. So this car and the C7 really never get driven. And that's one reason, you know, I can sell it too, is because I don't need that many cars, and I can make a good profit if I let it go. So that's what I'm gonna do. That being said, I am gonna continue to make videos with it until it goes. A lot of local people have given me a lot of crap, because again, it's not a car you see a lot. So when you put it on Facebook, anything like that, people see it and you immediately list it for sale. They you know, don't really understand why. But hopefully this video will kind of clear that up for anybody local that's watching. Kind of shed some light on the whole plan here. I do want another Supercar, but I think I want one that's a little more modern. Apple CarPlay would be nice. A little better quality interior. Not that this is bad quality. It's actually very nice for an '08. It's just, it's an '08. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know they make things to upgrade it with, but again, if I'm going to buy a car that's old, I want it to be the V10. Gated would be nice. Something I would mod and not kind of regret it. So that's the plan. This thing does need an exhaust pad, which I'm not going to pay for. I'm not going to put the money in it if I'm going to sell it, but it's so quiet. Like, I feel like there's more noise out of my wife's Cayenne, which I'm sure there's not, but it just feels like it. Give you a little rev so you can see how quiet I was saying it is. But got it back home. Super cool car. Love the ownership of it. But I am gonna keep driving it, making some videos. I do want to try the launch control. I heard that's pretty good. But we're gonna test it out here soon. But for now, that'll be the end of this video, and then next video will be about this thing.